I'm Ben Fogle, and over the next few weeks, I'm going to live with different people who inhabit some of the most remote locations on Earth.
Just so hot here. Unbelievable. Just lie in bed at night, just sweating.
From the jungle islands of Laos to the remote Australian outback, the mountain forests of Tennessee, and the vast Pacific Ocean.
He's armed.
Who are the people who have the guts to escape forever?
I just always felt a little bit like a slave. You can't do this, you can't do that.
I've never liked being told what to do.
Is it daring or just downright crazy?
I think anyone who says hasn't been scared at sea is a fool or a liar.
I want to discover the reality behind giving up the rat race.
What's the longest you've gone without washing?
I think probably a month. And that was a god-awful smell.
As I find out why people build new lives in the wild.
All I understood was how to use a mobile phone. For here, pointless.
Today, I'm deep in the remote Australian outback. I'll be living with Barbara Walker, a widow who's now lived alone in an isolated bush camp for 8 years.
How do you think locals describe you?
Crazy.
I'll find out why this former photographer from Europe came to settle in one of the world's most challenging environments.
The universe put me here to save a little piece of land and the wildlife. And there's nothing I can do about it. If I have to crawl, I just have to do it.
And the fight she has to keep her husband's legacy alive.
This is a job I should not do by myself. But I'm living at the end of the world.
I've travelled 14,000 kilometres to Western Australia. It's taken 3 days, but I'm finally in Kununurra, in the vast Kimberley region. This area is 3 times the size of England, but with only 34,000 residents, it means there are fewer people per square kilometre than almost any other place on the planet. Off the beaten track, it's 70 kilometres to get to Barbara's bush camp, along a creek. In the wet season, this road is cut off for months at a time.
There's no doubt Australia is a pretty tough place to live. Some statistic, I think, says 80% of it is outback. And this is infamously one of the toughest parts of the outback to live, one of the hottest. Not quite sure what a Swiss woman's doing here.
It's the dry season, and temperatures are scorching, over 40 degrees. Civilization has disappeared.
The directions have told me that I should look out for a fence line of tin cans. The tin cans, all painted white. Very strange. Roy's Retreat. Well, according to her instructions, I stop here. And wait for her to turn up. Hello? Are you Barbara?
Hi, Ben, yeah.
Can I come in?
Yeah, come in.
Wow. Very nice to meet you. How are you? Very nice. What a place. I can't get over the heat here.
Yeah, it's very, very hot. I put the temperature out.
Yeah.
It was in the shade, 42 degrees, and in the sun, 58.
Oh. So am I hopping on?
Here you go.
61-year-old Barbara Walker was born and bred in Switzerland. In the 1970s, she earned up to £4,000 a month as a printer and photographer. But she dreamt of escaping people and the city, and as a big nature lover, at 39, decided to explore remote Australia in search of rare photo opportunities. In 1994, Barbara arrived at Roy's Retreat, owned by local legend Roy Walker. Known as one of the last real cowboys in the region, he was 24 years her senior, but Barbara soon fell in love with the man and his rugged way of life. They managed wild horses and rescued injured wildlife. The couple had 13 years together before Roy died 8 years ago. His last wish was for Barbara to continue his work, whatever the odds.
Wow. Barbara, that is the end of an epic journey for me. Do you know how long ago I left England? Like 3 days ago.
Barbara now lives here alone, but shares her remote camp with an abundance of local and rescued wildlife.
This is a first for me. I've never ever stroked a wallaby before.
Yeah?
Barbara's home is 2 hand-built wooden buildings with tin roofs and tarpaulin walls.
Lots of gates everywhere. Is this to keep the kangaroos out?
Now, this is when I have to go somewhere. I locked my little dog in here. Know that she's safe.
And it looks like there might almost be a wardrobe here. Lots of clothes hanging up. How do you stay so fresh out here?
Well, you have to change a lot, you know, because you sweat a lot. But this time of the year, if I'm alone and no one is here, I walk around with underpants and I just have just a rag as a top, you know.
So in honour of me being here, you've dressed up.
Yeah, I have put a little bit nicer clothes on.
Can we see the kitchen?
Yeah.
So fridge, that presumably means you've got electricity here?
I have a solar system, but this is, I only use that as a cupboard because it was a gas fridge once.
So the fridge here doesn't actually work, it's
No,
just
it's
for...
just a cupboard.
And what about
That's the only gas
cooker?
thing I have.
One gas bottle lasts Barbara a whole year, as she mostly uses a campfire.
I'm assuming you don't have air conditioning here.
No, I have an air conditioner. I just have fan. Everywhere I go, I have a fan, you know, which is blowing warm air this time of the year, but it's better than nothing.
An old fire pump draws water from the nearby creek for drinking and washing.
Look at this!
That's a shower.
And the toilet is a modified oil drum.
And it's only for number 2. Number 1, you just go around from one fruit tree to the other. You water it that way, you know.
Barbara sleeps in an old caravan. And I'm on the pull-out in the bush building. I'm astonished by what fills the room. It's crammed with the camp's history and Barbara's creative touch.
You're a very good artist, Barbara. Do you think you have to be creative to live in an environment like this? Because it just looks like your lifestyle is creative.
I think so. Or you have to be just different, or people tell you are not normal, you know, but what is normal, you know? I mean...
Are you normal?
I don't know. But I think if we all will be the same, it wouldn't be fun anymore.
Barbara's income is a widow's pension of £6,500 a year. £500 of this goes on her annual rent of 10 acres of land from the Department of Water. But she gets free phone calls from a company who use her remote location for their satellite dish. And a wildlife grant also paid for her quad bike. Life is tough here. Extreme heat means a threat of bushfire. And vermin is also a problem. This evening, we're on pest control.
Oh, look at here. They're everywhere. Oh, another big one. Come on, you bloody bastard. Got him. Big one. She got the eggs too.
Barbara is overrun with cane toads. They were introduced to Australia in 1935 to control the cane beetle. But now, this invasive, poisonous species has spread across the country, wiping out other wildlife.
Here. There is so many. Have a
It
look.
is amazing how many there are.
Oh.
Oh, there's some big ones up here. Tell you what, if you didn't like toads, this would be your nightmare.
Toad busting is the only option. Barbara has to destroy them, up to 50 a night. in an attempt to keep numbers under control and other animals safe.
You see, Ben?
Yep,
Here are the glands. You see how the poison is coming out?
yep, the white. If a dog ate one of these, would it die?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if it does not get medical attention straight away, it will die.
Each toad is killed swiftly.
So you're just giving them a knock to the head?
Just do it quick. I think nothing should die slow, you know, even if you don't like it.
I'm curious how this makes you feel though, because you love animals, but is this quite satisfying because you know the damage that they can do?
Yeah, they have to go.
Each female can lay up to 35,000 eggs, so reproduction numbers are huge.
Does this not seem like a fruitless battle? I mean, can you
cannot
ever
win.
beat them? You're not ever going to win.
No, you cannot win. I mean, you work the whole day and then you have to go toad busting. And sometimes you just can't do that. It's just, you know, you get really sick of it.
36 toads later, and Barbara will bury them to act as fertiliser.
I think on first meeting, she's a toughie, and that may come across as being quite aggressive is the wrong word, but she's strong in every sense, and her personality is strong, and her being is strong. And I think you need that out here. You can't have any sort of chink in your armour out here, because this is the sort of environment that will just, you know, gobble you up and spit you out. You're not going to survive for very long out here. You need to confront everything, and you probably do build up a slight facade.
While cane toads are Barbara's enemy, there are some resident amphibians who she cares for and adores. Tree frogs.
These make this extraordinary noise, don't they? Do you ever hear them?
Oh, yeah. And sometimes they say naughty things too.
Go on, say something naughty to him.
We said, what they say is breakfast, 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 egg, 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 net what, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Breakfast, breakfast, breakfast. And it goes on the whole night. You cannot sleep. It's impossible to sleep. And then you hear another frog, the little brown one, bing, bing.
Barbara
Bing.
has worn me out. I can't imagine what kind of dreams I'll be having tonight.
They're coming.
Wow, look at this.
Coming up, I discover the lengths Barbara goes to survive here.
Would you sacrifice your own medicine and your own food for yourself to feed your animals?
Yeah. Yeah. I only eat normally once a day.
And how Barbara copes living out in the bush alone.
I don't need a lover, I need a labourer.
I'm in the bush camp home of Barbara Walker, in the Australian outback. It's only 5 a.m. and already over 30 degrees.
It's unbelievably hot. I didn't really sleep a great deal, it has to be said. It's yeah, it's just hot. Really, really, really hot.
Morning, Barbara.
Good morning, Ben. How did you sleep?
It's quite hot.
Yeah.
Overnight temperatures are definitely cooler here though, so Barbara works a lot in the dark, surviving on just 5 hours sleep.
Sometimes if I have a sick kangaroo, I can be awake for 3 days.
That's amazing. What, you'll literally just skip sleep altogether?
Yeah, it's if you're awake for 3 days, it's like insomnia. You just can't. It feels like you're not getting tired anymore, you know. But it comes a time where you just like collapse, you know. But I could never sleep a lot. I couldn't, even when I was younger. I always had a feeling I missed something in life because, half of your life you're sleeping, and I didn't want it to do that.
I wonder if it's this attitude that persuaded Barbara to leave her native Switzerland.
I never really felt comfortable in my home country. Since my childhood, I had to go against the stream. I just always felt a little bit like a slave, you know. You can't do this, you can't do that, and that is forbidden, and that is forbidden. And as older I got, the more it was annoying me.
In 1994, Barbara began travelling Australia with a friend. After 6 months, they discovered Roy's retreat, and the owner made quite a first impression on Barbara.
And there was this old man came, and I was really frightened when I saw him the first time, because I said, Helen, Helen, Helen. Huh? Somehow he heard my accent and said, oh, where are you from? So his face just changed. I said, I come from Switzerland. Switzerland, yeah, come in. This is how it started, you know. So I came back and that's it. That's what I was dreaming for, you know.
When you say you were dreaming of it, do you almost talk of it as your destiny? Do you think that you were meant to come here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The universe put me here. The universe put me here to do something positive in my life, you know. And all these years I was believing that I'm here to save a little piece of land and the wildlife. And there's nothing I can do about it. If I have to crawl, I just have to do it.
Barbara and Roy were married for 13 years before he passed away from cancer, aged 77. Barbara now manages the camp's 10 acres every day on her own. But once a week, she heads out into the bush to tend to her late husband's legacy. 63 wild horses. Roy used the surrounding bushland to keep and rear his animals, teaching Barbara how to handle and work with them. But they were always his passion and expertise.
How do you call the horses?
With the horn.
Of course. Can I do it?
Yeah?
This one, which one?
The red one.
The red one, this one here?
Yeah. They're coming now. They're coming. They're coming.
Wow, look at this.
Come on!
What a
Okay,
sight.
you can start to chuck them out.
Chuck them out where?
Yeah.
Just out the back?
Yeah. Doesn't matter which direction. I just drive slow.
At other times of the year, there's plenty of lush vegetation. But in the height of the dry season, Barbara supplements their diet with horse cubes.
No. Get your head up. Go on, up. Go on.
They're wild horses, and so is their temperament.
Hey.
Have you been kicked by a horse?
No, not yet.
It costs Barbara £5,000 a year to live here herself. So it's difficult to understand how she copes financially caring for this many animals.
But you still have to pay for the feed. You're still going to have to get worming.
Yeah.
You're still going to have to pay basic veterinary fees. So where does that? How do you afford that?
Well, I can't, but I just manage it somehow, because my animals, they come first.
Would you sacrifice your own medicine and your own food for yourself to feed your animals?
Yeah. I only eat normally once a day.
It's clear that Roy's passion has been a huge influence on Barbara.
Tell me a bit about Roy then. I've seen a couple of photographs, but I don't really know who the man was, what he was like. How would you describe him?
For me, the way I feel, Roy was a legend. Roy was one of the old dinky-die Australians, which they died out. And Roy lived his whole life out in the bush.
So did Roy have a lasting request from you? Did he ask you to stay here, to look after this place?
Not directly that way. He was sitting in his chair 2 days before he died, and he said, you know, I will go now, and I know you can manage that. I said to him, look, I will look after your horses the best I can, but he has to promise me something, that when I come, that he's waiting for me with a black Andalusian horse.
He is?
So I don't know yet. I'll see. He will probably stand there with the horse Pegasus.
Everything is almost on an unimaginable scale. To see her out there day in, day out, getting up at 3 o'clock every morning, I couldn't imagine myself doing that. You know, it's a really tough physical life here. And it seems amazing and stoic and brave of her to carry on, if I'm to be quite honest. It seems to me maybe that's she's clinging on to the legacy of Roy.
Life in the bush is tough. Barbara rarely takes a tea break, and even when she does, she still works.
That's a beautiful washing machine. Huh?
You do this for 30 minutes.
You want to try?
Yeah, of course. Do you think the hardships that you endure living here are worth the dream?
Yeah. Yeah.
You say that without hesitation.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like that. And you have to take risk too. You know? If you don't take risk in your life, it's quite boring, I reckon. You know? That's how you have stories to tell.
Have you got stories to tell?
Yeah, look.
I know, Barbara. I know.
The temperature's been in the high 40s all day, and building a fire seems a crazy idea, but I'm hungry and ready to sample some homegrown vegetable stew. Barbara also grows 13 varieties of fruit, but all other food has to come from town, over 70 kilometres away.
Is all right?
It's delicious. Who taught you how to cook out here?
Roy. Roy always done camp out for cooking. But I'm not as good like he was.
Well, I never tried his, but this is delicious. I mean, it's 8 years since Roy passed away. Have you thought about ever meeting someone else? Has that ever crossed your mind? Is that something you'd like to happen?
You mean another man? No. I don't need a lover. I need a laborer. That's the truth, yeah.
I like your honesty.
Yeah. But they're hard to find.
You got one for a week, Barbara.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
I'm sure I could return. I'll have a word with my wife.
Coming up, Barbara's reunited with her sister from Europe.
Does she look like you remember her?
A little bit more wrinkled, maybe. Yeah.
We attempt to haul logs with ancient machinery,
Careful.
including a 40-year-old truck with no brakes.
Oh.
Deep in the Australian outback, my host and I have been working since dawn.
Oh, it's just so hot here. Unbelievable. Just lie in bed at night, just sweating. Even though there's a fan, it just turns the room into a fan-assisted oven, basically. Just blows hot air. I have no idea what the temperature is at night, but it's high 30s still. So I haven't slept for days now.
And our list of chores is mounting. There's a graveyard of machinery and materials here. Barbara can't afford to get her truck fixed, and her other vehicle is decades old.
You're joking, is this seriously gonna run?
I fixed a lot of things on it.
Like what?
On the motor.
Okay.
I can show you on
The invisible stuff.
Even the the accelerator.
The accelerator, yeah?
Yeah. The cable broke, so I just took one for a bicycle. And the floor fall out.
It's like the Flintstones car.
Yeah, it is.
You practically have to move it with
Yeah.
your own legs.
Yeah.
And the truck won't start unless we pour in fuel as we start the engine.
I'll tell you when I'm ready.
Hope this thing doesn't blow up in my face. Okay, you ready, Barbara?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, go away.
Yep.
Roy's old truck is 40 years old,
Okay,
Yeah.
now try.
but it's Barbara's lifeline to move anything heavy. Large log poles need hauling to make way for a new kangaroo pen, so this beast has to start.
Oh, that was so close.
Can
Did
you visualize?
Yeah, I'm visualizing her starting. Oh, perseverance. Look at the relief on your face.
It's challenge number 2. The truck has no brakes. But of course, Barbara has a plan.
You have to be there with a rock.
Put it in front of the wheel.
Yep. To stop
So I'm going to be your brake. I'm going to be your brake.
Yeah, yeah, you have to be my brake.
You make it sound very simple.
Oh, it would be fun, you know, it's just right.
So this is, yeah, it's just like my car's brake, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, nice weight. Nice weight to it. This is nuts. Risky maneuver, this. The brake is coming up. Oh, there's not much of a seat there, let's be honest.
No, the horse is added. Yes.
We trundle up towards the camp.
You go out, you go out, you go out. Put that rock, put that rock, put the rock, quick.
Oh. It was a small little...
You didn't go in my... no, that's good.
we didn't hit the truck. Not much down. What is this? Was it any...
Oh, underneath is Roy's forge. You know that forge thing?
Okay. I think we're okay
Oh,
though.
she's all right.
I think we ran over the brake.
So, that's a little bit shitty, huh?
Yep, straight back. Yep. Okay.
This time, the brake worked. 6 old logs weighing 250 kilos each have to come out of the ground. 10 years ago, Roy was going to build with them, but now they're rotten. An old block and tackle winch is the only way to pull them, wrapping a chain around the logs.
This is very dangerous work
No, I can see if I drop that will squash you.
because she has to lie on the ground.
Careful.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's exactly
You okay?
what I could see.
Okay. Here we go. I'll swing her. Ready?
Oh, this thing is in the way. Push a little bit. Push. Push.
Yep.
Okay, you got it.
Well done.
I am impressed. I know full well it makes no difference whether I'm here or not.
I have done this job several times by myself. I had my finger between the chain and the log, and I ripped it. Can't remember this one or this one, can't remember anymore. And it ripped the front of the finger. I could fold it back. I could see the bone. I could look inside it. It's very dangerous. Can you imagine I couldn't take the hand out?
Yeah, you were stuck there.
I stuck there. There's no one here. You know, that is what it is. This is a job I should not do by myself. But it's so difficult to find someone, you know, because I'm living at the end of the world. That's what it is.
1 down. 5 to go.
You watch your legs, huh?
It takes us an hour to pull out and load the first 3 logs, and then we need to refill the holes. With recycled water bottles filled from the creek, we quench our thirst.
Barbara, if I asked you now to describe yourself, how do you think locals describe you?
Crazy. crazy. Like they described Roy, the mad woman living out in the bush.
Kidnapping British men. Making them fill in.
And locking them into the retreat. They can't get out anymore.
Can I say, I love that sign that says Roy's Retreat. There's not much of retreat going on here.
Job done. I'm soaked in sweat.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Can I have a cup of tea now?
Yeah, okay, we go for a couple.
I might be parched, but there are other camp dwellers who have priority. Barbara's hand-rearing an abandoned 5-month-old Joey, and she needs a feed.
I have to close her eyes.
Why is that so she doesn't see who's feeding her?
Yeah, it's they feel more comfortable because when they're little like this in the mom's pouch, it's dark, you know, but they find the tit. So I just do it so you can't see much on it.
Who taught you how to do all of this?
You just do it.
Have you ever counted how many animals you're looking after at any one time?
No.
Whoever needs help?
Yeah.
Barbara's work with wildlife means the local vet gives her milk and medication for free. But with outgoings almost equaling her income, she has nothing for herself.
When you live out in nature, you don't need like you would need in a city or in a town, you know? So it's just a different lifestyle. But sometimes...
Have you, just to interrupt you there, have you had to make sacrifices though? Are there things that you would like to have here that you don't have?
Yeah, for sure. You made sacrifice, you know? Everything is so expensive today, and sometimes it takes time to pay off bills. But other people have to struggle too.
Jeez, I want to take her home. Hello, Naomi.
Barbara is passionate about animal care.
You're all sleepy now.
Once they're healthy, she releases them back into the wild, as this is their natural habitat. But her commitment also means she can't leave here.
When she met Roy out here, he had all his horses, and she saw this as a perfect opportunity to bring all creatures great and small. So I think very much she's kind of created this little place that she's then put the call out, and everyone in the area knows that she's willing to take just about anything, I think. As far as I'm concerned, everywhere, every corner I turn, there's some creature.
It's mid-afternoon, and I'm alone in the bush camp. My chance to try and cool down. Barbara's gone to the small airport 70 kilometres away to pick up her sister, who's arriving from Switzerland.
This is about the same temperature as I would run my bath. But having said that, it is a slight respite from the 42, 43 degrees out there right now. So I'm not complaining.
Barbara and her older sister, Frenny, have seen each other just once in 11 years.
Hey! Hi there, you must be Frenny.
Hello.
Hi there. God, you must be exhausted.
Oh, I am.
I'm Ben. Very nice to meet you. How are you? Welcome.
Hi, Ben.
Nice
to meet you.
How's your journey? Welcome to the
Oh,
oven.
it was hard. It was hard.
Happy to see her?
Yeah. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, very happy.
Does she look like you remember her?
A little bit more wrinkled, maybe. Yeah.
That's the Australian.
No, that's my sister.
Barbara treats her sister and I to some home baking while they catch up.
How different is this to the kitchen you have back in
Oh my
Switzerland?
God, it's like Stone Age. This is Fred Flintstone's kitchen.
I know I shouldn't ask this in front of her, but what was she like as a child, as a younger sister?
She was awful. She was simply awful. She was terrible. She gave me a bad time.
Really? In what way?
Well, she had, obviously she's younger than me, and everybody thought she was just such a beautiful child, and she was very loud-mouthed and crying a lot and making a lot of noise, and I was always blamed for everything, so I really hated her, you know. I was probably a little jealous, I think. I've grown out of it now. Now we love each other.
Franny, did you ever meet Roy?
Unfortunately, no, I never met him. I just met him on the telephone when he was calling.
He said, I rang Frenny.
had a talk with Franny. You know, he always liked to ring her and have a talk with her.
He was always telling me what a great woman Barbara was. And he was very infatuated. You said it?
Infatuated?
Yeah.
In
Barbara.
love?
Yeah, he was. He was crazy about her. And, well, I would have liked to meet him, but never happened, unfortunately.
Barbara hasn't been back to Switzerland since their mother died in 2000.
Why have you not been back for 14 years?
Oh, different reasons. I mean, the first reason was I don't like to go back. I don't like to go in an aeroplane and fly that long. Of course, I would like to see my brother and my sister and my nieces, but hadn't got the money. Wasn't really. I couldn't leave the place anyway. You can't find anyone who would look after this place. You can't just leave the animals.
Barbara and Franny are like two peas in a pod, really. They look the same, they act the same, and they're really sweet together. I see a completely different side of Barbara now. She's a very different person here. She seems very happy, very relaxed. Not that she wasn't a relaxed person, but I think she's happy to see her sister, obviously, but she's also just happy to show off what she's achieved here. And I think it's also kind of sharing some of the burden, maybe, a little bit. Because this has got to be a burden.
Coming up, Franny reveals what other people think of her sister's way of life.
They think she's gaga, but
She's not.
no, she's not. She just realizes her dream.
And we go to great lengths to finish Roy's grave.
That is beautiful.
It's my last day in the Australian outback. My host sister is visiting from Switzerland and will stay a while longer. She's another pair of useful hands around the camp, giving Barbara a chance to focus on another of her passions, art.
It's the gravestone.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
She's been hand carving a gravestone for her late husband Roy, and she's been so busy it's taken her 8 years to finish.
In loving memory of Roy Lionel Walker, died 20th of November 2006, aged 77 years. Artwork by B.C. Walker.
I still have to finish my name here. Still have to finish.
So this is the last little bit?
Still not finished, yeah.
This is amazing.
The stone is made from ancient zebra rock, and this region is the only place in the world where it's found.
It took such a long time. I couldn't work on it all the time, and it seemed to be it's never finished. So 8 years is quite a little bit embarrassing. It take that long.
I don't know if you have to be embarrassed.
But it's now. I cannot even imagine that it's finished, and but it turned out better than I have expected.
Before I leave, we're going to place the headstone at Roy's grave. He's buried in a cave 500 metres from the camp.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Barbara laid him to rest herself, alongside his animals. The terrain is too tough to transport the gravestone on the quad bike, so we're going to have to carry it. While Barbara finishes the detail, I seek a chance to speak to Franny. She's a retired jewellery designer, living a luxurious life in Switzerland. I'm curious to know how she feels about her sister's way of life.
How do you describe her to your friends?
Well, they always ask me, what is your sister doing down here? And it's difficult for me to explain because they think she's gaga. But
She's not.
no, she's not. She just realizes her dream. Her dreams, that's it. I think she's happy. I'm quite sure she's happy.
I mean, you must worry about her. She's your younger sister.
Well, I do sometimes. It's only when there is bad weather or fire or so. When I hear it's burning in Australia, I always look in the news where it is, because that does really worry me.
What will happen when she can't manage this on her own?
I don't really know. Well, she says something about digging her hole and just sitting on the at the side of the hole and with a bottle of whiskey or something and some pills, I don't know, and then just let herself fall into the hole. But I think it's a joke. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yep, that's it.
Back at the camp, the gravestone is ready. It weighs over 100 kilos.
Everyone okay?
And over steep terrain, Barbara, Frenny and myself would struggle to carry it safely ourselves.
Here we go, ready?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, well done everyone, well done.
Barbara's asked 3 of her friends who also live remotely to lend a hand. 2 of them helped her bury Roy.
I can't imagine what it would have been like to carry Roy's body though down here in that wheelbarrow. Just the 3 of you, was it?
Yeah, it was hard work.
It was amazing, and there was no track at all.
There was no track like we got here now. But he was not 100 kilos, he was about 60 kilos.
Well, I'd say that's still
for 3
still
women.
a huge amount.
So,
Half an hour later, we make it into the cave.
Yep. Everyone okay?
And, as we come to a stop,
There we go.
Barbara thinks there's someone here to greet us.
did you hear that crow?
Oh, yes.
Did you hear that? That's Roy.
That's Roy.
Why?
That is
Roy
funny.
Is the crow?
She has not been here, that crow.
She's back.
That's right. Because he loved crows. He was talking with them, and they flew down and looking at him and talking. That is really strange.
For you, is that Roy?
Yeah, that represents Roy, definitely.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, lift.
We have one final push to get the stone into position.
There. Oh my God. Look at this.
Looks good, that horse.
What
Have a
do you
look
think?
at that horse. That is beautiful.
Imagine when the sun comes through and hits the stone.
Wow.
I think it's absolutely beautiful. Well, the artist is Barbara. So,
I will have it as a tattoo here. You know, now I'm too old. Doesn't matter anymore to have a tattoo, you know.
you're crazy.
My age.
You're
Not
crazy.
I feel really humbled that I was even invited to watch, let alone participate in that. That's such an intimate moment. I've met a few big characters in my life, and Barbara's definitely up there. She's, I mean, amazing.
The time has come for me to leave.
Oh, goodbyes. Brenny, thank you so much.
Goodbye,
So nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Have a safe journey home.
Enjoy the rest of your time out
Oh,
here.
I will. She'll make me work.
She'll make you
Yeah,
work, and you're going to
yes.
sweat. You know
I'm
that.
sure I will.
I've been really taken aback by my extraordinary host and the incredible life she sustains here.
I think on the face of it, when I first got here, it was almost like she was clinging on to her late husband's legacy, clinging on to Roy's legacy, keeping this place going against all odds. But actually that's changed a little bit since I've been here. I don't think it's as simple as that. I think what she's trying to do is make this place her own. And what's extraordinary about Barbara is that she is the real deal. Of all the people I've met all around the world, I don't think I've met anyone quite as tough, as honest, as brave, as stubborn as Barbara.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you
And
so much.
thank you very much for your help.
I'm looking forward to a bit of cold from Europe, to be honest.
I can imagine.
I'll
that.
send some in the post for you.
Yeah, good.
Thank you,
Okay,
Barbara.
see ya.
Bye, horses.
Bye. Bye. See ya.
Next time, I'm in Tennessee, living with a 25-year-old mountain man. I'll discover how this lone wolf has embraced the past.
I've been interested in primitive skills for a long time, and so it was like the perfect out.
And rejected the modern world.
I definitely won't be in a suit and tie in a big office building typing, crunching numbers, I'll tell you that.
And be here for His New Life in the Wild next Monday night at 9. In just a moment on Channel 5, the heat is on for those forced to exist under the dome as Big Jim discovers more about this almighty force and almighty Christina. She's horrible. The new season continues next.